It was a chilly November afternoon in Chicago. The city buzzed with life, its streets bustling with people, while the golden hues of the setting sun reflected off towering skyscrapers. Among the crowd was a man in a long blue-black coat and a signature red tie walking purposefully. It was Donald Trump. In town for a meeting, he had chosen to skip the car ride back to his hotel, opting instead to take in the vibrant energy of Michigan Avenue. But as he passed a corner near Millennium Park, something caught his eye. Sitting against the cold, unwelcoming surface of a building was a woman. Her figure was hunched, frail, her clothes worn and tattered. Trembling hands held up a cardboard sign. The message was simple, yet it hit like a punch to the chest. "Veteran in need? Please help." Trump stopped mid-step. The crowd blurred around him, the noise of the city fading into the background. His focus zeroed in on her. Her weary eyes spoke volumes of struggle, of pain, of a story untold. Slowly he approached her. Curious glances followed him, whispers weaving through the air. "Ma'am," he began, his tone soft but unwavering. "What's your name?" The woman flinched, startled. She hadn't expected anyone, least of all someone like Donald Trump, to stop. Teresa," she replied, her voice trembling. "Teresa Hensley." Trump knelt down, bringing himself to her level. "You're a veteran?" She nodded faintly, her gaze darting away. "Yes, sir. Served in the army for 12 years. Got injured overseas and, well," her voice faltered. "Things haven't been easy since." Trump's expression softened, but his eyes reflected a deep sadness. "Why are you out here? Don't you have a place to stay?" Teresa's shoulders sank. "Lost my apartment months ago. Couldn't keep up with the rent," she admitted. "I've been trying to get back on my feet, but it's hard." Her words lingered in the cold air, heavy with despair. Trump's chest tightened. A woman who had sacrificed so much for her country was now left to struggle alone. He wouldn't just walk away. Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out his phone. His voice became firm, filled with determination. "Teresa, stay right here," he instructed. "We're going to fix this." Taking a few steps away, Trump made a call. On the other end, his trusted assistant, Margaret, picked up immediately. "Margaret," he said urgently, "find the nearest hotel with availability. And call a doctor. This is a priority." "On it, Mr. Trump," came the quick response. He turned back to Teresa, his tone softening. "Help is on the way," he assured her. "But first, let's get you something warm to eat." Spotting a food vendor nearby, Trump bought her a steaming bowl of soup and a sandwich. As Teresa slowly ate, her hands shaking from the cold, Trump sat beside her listening. She spoke hesitantly at first, but soon opened up about her life. She talked about her deployments, the friends she had lost, and the injury that ended her military career. She admitted how unprepared she was for civilian life, and how everything had spiraled from there. Minutes later, a sleek black SUV pulled up. Margaret had worked quickly. Trump stood and extended his hand. "Teresa," he said gently, "this is for you. We're taking you somewhere safe." She hesitated, tears brimming in her eyes. "Why?" she asked softly. "Why are you doing this, Mr. Trump? You don't even know me." Meeting her gaze, he replied with quiet conviction, "Because someone should have done it a long time ago." The SUV whisked them to a nearby luxury hotel, where the staff, prepped by Margaret, greeted Teresa like a VIP. She was shown to a suite on the top floor where a hot shower, fresh clothes, and a warm bed awaited her. Shortly after, a doctor arrived to check on her. Meanwhile, Margaret contacted a nonprofit called Veterans United Support Services. Within an hour, a representative named Lisa came to meet Teresa. "Teresa," Lisa said warmly, taking her hand. "We're here to help. Housing, job training, counseling, whatever you need. You're not alone anymore." Teresa's eyes filled with tears. She turned to Trump, her voice steady now. I don't know how to thank you." "You don't need to thank me," Trump said with a kind smile. "You've earned this a long time ago." By the next morning, Teresa's life had taken a dramatic turn. Veterans United arranged temporary housing, and Trump's foundation covered her rent for the first year. Before leaving, he handed her a check to cover immediate expenses. As Trump prepared to head out, Teresa stopped him. "Mr. Trump," she said, her voice filled with newfound strength, "you've changed my life in ways I can't even describe. Thank you." Trump smiled warmly. "Just promise me one thing, Teresa. Pay it forward someday." "I will," she vowed, determination shining in her eyes. As Trump stepped back into the bustling streets of Chicago, a quiet sense of satisfaction washed over him. In just a few hours, one life had been transformed. For Teresa Hensley, the future now held promise and hope. If this story touched your heart, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to My Tears and hit the notification bell so you never miss another heartfelt story. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.